Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin with a truth few dare to admit. Burnout is not caused by hard work. It is caused by misaligned work. Most people are not exhausted because they do too much. They are exhausted because they are chasing what was never theirs to begin with. They are climbing mountains they never chose, following goals handed down by society, family, or culture, yet not rooted in their own soul, and so the cycle begins. Wake up, perform, please, repeat. And every day feels heavier. Not because you are weak, but because you are disconnected. The myth of laziness: we have been conditioned to label ourselves as lazy, undisciplined, or unmotivated. But here is the reality. Laziness is rarely a lack of effort. It is a lack of clarity. The human mind and body were designed for creation, for movement, for mastery. What they were not designed for is endless repetition of meaningless routines. When you feel drained, when you dread the day before it even begins, that is not a flaw. That is wisdom. It is your nervous system alerting you that your life no longer reflects your values, so stop punishing yourself. Stop calling it weakness. Begin calling it what it truly is: misalignment. The real signal behind your fatigue. Think of this carefully. What you call procrastination is not a defect, it is resistance. What you call burnout is not failure, it is feedback. Your body is telling you, this path does not fit. And no amount of external hustle, strict schedules, or motivational slogans will create lasting energy until you realign with your deeper purpose. From force to flow, true energy comes not from pressure but from presence. Not from forcing yourself into endless hustle, but from aligning with what truly matters. When your work resonates with your core values, effort transforms. Discipline stops depleting you, it strengthens. Repetition stops boring you, it refines. Challenges stop breaking. They awaken you. Work shifts from being a burden to being a sanctuary, the forgotten purpose of working our culture. Work has become synonymous with money, output, and performance. But in its original essence, work was never about accumulation. Work was a practice, a discipline, a path toward presence and mastery. In monasteries, sweeping the floor is not a punishment, it is meditation. Preparing food is not drudgery, it is devotion. Repetition is not seen as boring but as sacred, because the true purpose of work is not production, it is transformation. The power of attention. What separates a master from an amateur is not talent, it is attention. The ordinary task becomes extraordinary when approached with full presence. To wash a dish with awareness is to sharpen the mind. To sweep a floor with intention is to train the body. To write an email with clarity is to refine the spirit. It is not what you do, but how you do it that transforms you. Reframing burnout. Burnout is not proof that you are failing. It is proof that you have ignored your inner compass for too long. It is not solved by escaping work, chasing novelty, or demanding the perfect job. It is solved by bringing presence into the work already in front of you. By transforming each task from obligation into practice, from performance into becoming. Your job is not your prison. It is your mirror. What you bring into it, it reflects back. The path to renewal. So how do we reclaim energy? Not by abandoning everything, but by changing our relationship with everything. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? Breathe presence into the simplest tasks. Treat repetition not as monotony but as training. Align your actions with your values, not society's demands, because when you shift how you show up, the very work that once drained you becomes the very work that elevates you. The truth about mastery. Discipline is not a trait you are born with, it is cultivated in the smallest moments. Freedom is not found in avoiding repetition, it is found in becoming present within it. And mastery? Mastery is not about talent. It is not about luck. It is not about novelty. Mastery is born from repetition, with awareness, from ordinary tasks, done with extraordinary attention. Closing. So remember this. You're not burned out because you are broken. You are burned out because you are disconnected. Reconnect, realign, re-enter your work with presence, and watch as the very tasks you once dreaded become the training ground that makes you unstoppable. Because the truth is simple. It is not about finding new work. It is about becoming new within the work you already do, and that shift, that alignment, is where burnout ends and true energy begins.